So I want to give a little story time about what made me be a better communicator, a better manager, a better coach. Um, when I found out that my daughter had ADD, what I've learned is that I wasn't a good listener. My daughter tried to tell me several times that she was struggling. So when we finally found out that she had ADD, what I've learned is that certain people communicate differently, right? I've learned that she communicates differently. I've learned that she thinks differently. And so throughout my career of actually being a leader over people, if that's what you want to call it, a manager, whatever you want to call it, I don't care. I don't care about titles. But when it comes to that, what I've learned is that leading people in general, you have to learn how to listen and you have to learn how to pay attention, because sometimes it's not always what people say. Sometimes it's those subtle things, it's that body language, those sudden movements, and a lot of times it's what people actually don't say that they communicate where you actually should pay attention and listen to. So, being a mother, right, and listening to my daughter finally, right? I can't say because everybody knows there's not a handbook to parenting. Everybody, you can't possibly think that you're the perfect mother. I mean, I'm not the perfect mother. I would never say that. Um, Although me and my daughter have a great relationship, but I thought it was important to bring this up because I feel like it's taught me a lot when it comes to dealing with individuals and paying attention to people that I coach, my clients, even my staff that I have, and listening to what they actually have to say and paying attention so that I can support them in the best way. So when I'm dealing with individuals, I pay attention to subtle cues, such as things they don't say, body language, facial movements, all of those different things, hesitations, aggressions, silent murmurs. All those things are very important when you're communicating with individuals. And I think a lot of the times people forget that during this day and time because we want everything in speed, right? We want everything microwaved. So we don't take the time to pay attention to people. We don't take the time to truly listen. But if you take the time to actually listen to someone, we will have way better communication with each other. And I'm talking communication with your children, with your family, with your friends, in your relationship with your spouses, with your significant others. You would have better communication if you actually just shh and just listen instead of speaking or responding when sometimes you don't even need to respond. There are those subtle times where you actually just need to be quiet and listen because there are things that they actually have to say. Um, and I think it's important. And like I said, I think with knowing and my daughter receiving her diagnosis, I think that was important for me. That was a huge deal because I learned a lot when it came to communication and understanding that everyone does not think the same, everyone doesn't react the same, and everyone doesn't even process the same. So learning that it made it very real for me when I dealt with people, and it made me actually even a better coach, and it made me a better manager. It made me a better mother. It made me a better friend. It made me a better partner. All of those things because I've learned how to actually listen and pay attention and just learn that everyone is not like me and everyone doesn't think like me and everyone's not going to think like me. So before you respond to somebody, the next time you have a conversation, how about just take a step back and just listen to what they actually have to say? Sometimes you have to ask them, hey, do you want me to actually respond or do you want me to just listen? Because sometimes that is important. They may not know the answer then, but you can still ask them later on in the conversation, do you want me to respond to this or do you want me to just listen? And take those cues from that individual and don't just insert yourself, because sometimes you could do more damage when you insert yourself rather than just actually listen. So there are times you need to take action and there are times that you actually don't. Sometimes people just want you to listen. Okay? I hope that helps. Have a great day.